Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream. And today is the Arsenal Palace preview. But first things first, we've got some huge news, guys. This video is now sponsored by ASA Kits. So if you go to their website, which is asakits.co.uk, you can use the code ArrestTalksFootball, as you can see down there, and you get 10% discount on their website. So that's all the new kits for this season, all the big teams. And yeah, make sure you use the code there, ArrestTalksFootball, with no all lowercases, no capital, no spaces, just Arrest Talks Football, as you can see right there. And yeah, big up ASA Kits sponsoring our channel for this season. And also big up to one of the guests today, which is fellow co-host Waleed. How are you doing today, Waleed?
I'm good. How are we doing, guys? Sadly, you can't see my beautiful face today, but yeah, I hope you guys can manage. But yeah, I'm happy to start first stream back before the Prem season, mainly talking about the game. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm happy to see what's going on.
Okay, and the next guest up has just reached 1K on his YouTube channel. Is also a Palace fan. It's Rich from Eagle Eye Football. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for the invite, and thank you for the congratulations as well. It's been a year so far. It's been a journey, but the most important thing is we just continue to churn out content for whoever likes to watch what we do. So yeah, appreciate the invite.
Love it. All right, next we've got Joel. Big up, Joel. What are we saying?
Hello, everyone.
How you doing? All right?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to see you guys. Then we've got another Arsenal fan, Luca. How you doing, Luca? You all right?
I'm good.
Nice.
All right, next we've got Moss.
Big up, Moss.
Big up.
Big up, dudes.
Then we got, finally, took his time, but he's here. Great talks. How are we doing?
Oh yeah, now my people. So dark skin man from the motherland. How are we doing today, everybody?
We're doing great. So let's not waste any time. Let's just go into preview straight away. So first we're gonna go to Rich here, the only Palace fan here, sadly. What are your thoughts on Crystal Palace's pre-season so far?
Big up to all 6 of you Arsenal fans. The lion is here. Honestly, we've had a very. It's so funny. Our pre-season's been different, to say the least. We've basically split our squad. Some went off to Singapore and to Australia, whilst the rest stayed here. That was due to partly because of like vaccination rules. Not all of our players are double vaccinated. And also Patrick Vieira wanted to have a good look at some of the youth to see, okay, which ones are going to stay, which are going to go on loan, etc., etc. So it was a great experience for those who went off with Patrick Vieira to Singapore, etc. Great experience for them, and Vieira's now identified, which youth players would stay. The first team players that stayed here, they've just been winning games and stuff. And then we had our game against Montpellier where we had the whole squad together, and for the first 60 minutes we were unbelievable. And then we, as you do when you're 4-0 up, you take your foot off the gas sort of thing. So, which was a bit of a shame. But I think the only downside, especially for tomorrow's game, is that we've only had the one preseason game where they've all been together. Which is, you wouldn't say it's the best preparation, but on the flip side, more players have been able to get 60 to 90 minutes every game that we've played. So, yeah, I'd say it's been a decent preseason. Not better than yours, but it's been decent.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to get everyone else's thoughts on this. We'll go to Moss on this. How are your thoughts on Palace's pre-season?
On Palace's preseason,
Yeah, how do you think they've done?
they're doing all right, I guess. Rich, the Eagles' nest. We'll see tomorrow night, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't followed their results much, but a couple good little signings. Decore. How do you say the other guy's name, Rich?
Which was Malcolm.
Yeah.
Malcolm Abue.
Sam Johnson.
Abue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player too.
Yes, we've recruited well, but I know that's going to come up in the next segment and stuff, so I won't go too much into that just yet.
Yeah. Yeah, Palace are strong. I mean, there was Arsenal fans last year dissing Patrick Vieira that he's not ready, and I said, man, he's ready. He's just a quality football man, and it's the proof's been in the pudding how he's raised Palace level, and I'm just proud of him.
Just leave him alone, though, please. Keep Arteta. Leave Vieira alone.
We're keeping Arteta, trust me.
Yeah, I think Arteta's staying for now. We'll give him the season, see how it does. But yeah, I reckon he's going to stay for a few seasons, depending. Well, I don't know. It depends.
The elders need to all grow up, baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Palace is a breeding ground for us right now. They're just honing Olise and Eze and Vieira for us for the next couple of years. We'll bring them all to the end.
I don't know, man. We said that about Zaha, and he never came.
Yeah, he didn't come because you paid $2 million more to get Pepe.
Exactly.
Zaha's different, man. Vieira is a club legend, so he's honing his skills at Palace, showing he can do it. His philosophy, all that stuff, and then eventually we'll bring him over to the carpet where he belongs, isn't it? But continue the good work at Palace, though. Keep doing what you're doing. With him,
do you know why I don't see Vieira going? Because you decided to pick Arteta over him in the first place. He didn't get an interview.
Exactly.
I hear that, but once an Arsenal man, always an Arsenal man. But deep down, he wants that job, bro. No matter what happens,
He probably does. In all honesty, he probably does want that job.
All right,
you can enjoy him for now.
Anyone else got any other comments about the Palace pre-season? Obviously, Luca, Joel, anything else to add to the?
I'll say something, right? The thing with Crystal Palace, right? I think you've had a good season. You've signed Sam Johnson, which is a very good backup.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You've beaten Montpellier 4-0, which is a good result for Crystal Palace. I think Vieira's done very well. I think he's got the players very pumped up. You managed to keep the likes of Zaha, Eze. It's a bit disappointing that you got rid of Conor Gallagher. And for me, it would have been a good opportunity to bring him back. But I don't think you need him back. I think you did. I think you've got this Decore bloke in now. I think he can actually fill in a good role. Yeah, it would have been nice to get someone like that back at your club, because when we played you last season, you ripped us apart in that game at Selhurst Park. But I still think you lot do need. Yes, you've got Edouard. Edouard apparently looks very sharp in pre-season. I think Vieira needs to give him more game time, because last season he didn't get a lot of game time. And I'm thinking he scored against Tottenham twice, I believe. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, why are you dropping this guy on the bench, right? And you're playing Benteke. Benteke only turns up against Arsenal because we have a defence which only concedes 40-plus goals last season. So technically, I think with Palace, I still think you need, depending what happens with Benteke, whether you're happy with him or not, I don't think he's not all that. I think he just turns up against us because we make him good. So
he's awful, bro. That's not sugarcoat. He's awful, bro.
It's
Rich, who's gonna start up top, Rich, tomorrow?
Right. Just to obviously answer your question regarding Edouard.
Edouard?
I think he just didn't work hard enough. And Mateta did. Because you forgot about Mateta.
That's another one.
I just think Mateta worked harder. But as you said, Edouard has looked sharp. Like, you can see that he's actually working harder. You know, even and I know we're going to miss Gallagher. It's a big loss.
Definitely.
But what we're doing is Schlupp is going to now work as that box to box, and leave Eze to be in the 10. So, and Eze's got more talent, as in he's better on the ball than Gallagher is and stuff. Gallagher just worked harder and stuff. So if we can get Schlupp doing that running for him, Doucouré is just going to sit and hold and dictate play. Eze, honestly, that guy right now, I'm so glad he's back fit. You know, to think that he didn't play against you last year. Elise only played, I think, 20 minutes at the Emirates and missed the game at Sellers Park for injury. You know, and he's injured again. So you lot are lucky. Sam Johnston, he's injured, and he's not going to be our backup keeper. When he's fit, he'll be number one. Yeah. So we are light for tomorrow, but all in all, I think, and obviously to answer the question regarding our side is Doucouré. Please watch out. This guy's quality. Different. He's so good.
I don't know who he is, but I'm hearing that he's meant to be.
He's so good. Like Cheku Kouyaté was a very good breaker. He could break up the ball well, but after that, he can't pass. Like he can't drive with the ball. Those aspects of it, and he was leggy. Like if you get past him, you can't recover. Doucouré is all of that. He can do it all, and he can even chip in with goals as well. But Chris Richards, we've brought in, cover centre back. He could also potentially play right back as well. I don't expect him to tomorrow, but it's a position he can play. And obviously Malcolm Ebiue. That's one of the answers Vieira said, you're not going out on loan. You're staying with the first team.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with the silence. We are short one midfielder, short a right back, I'd say. Other than that, I think we're all right. We're okay.
Yeah.
It's good that we don't have Gary Cahill in defence.
We got better defenders, mate. We got better defenders.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to talk about the Arsenal pre-season. First, I'm going to go to Joel, as he's not said much this stream so far, but obviously, you know, he's an Arsenal fan, so he's not got much to say about Palace, but I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about the pre-season. What are your thoughts, Joel?
It's pretty much perfect pre-season in terms of like proper games, not behind closed doors. Pretty sure didn't we win all of them?
Yeah, we won all the games that weren't behind closed doors. Obviously, you had the Brentford game, which was lost, unfortunately, but that was behind closed doors, and pretty much most of our second team that game. So, but obviously, it's only a warm up at the end of the day.
We scored a lot of goals as well, so our tactics.
Yeah, we have scored a lot of goals, right? Yeah. Luca, what are your thoughts for our pre-season?
I think my thoughts on Arsenal pre-season this season, right, is because I think we've had a good pre-season. I'll start off with the positives, right? With the positives, we've brought William Saliba back, which is really, really good. He's looked very, very, very sharp. I'm proud that William Saliba's actually come back, which I'm absolutely fantastic. I think that game what he played against Chelsea, he was absolutely brilliant in that game. He dealt with Chelsea, and I know Chelsea didn't have a fully fit squad, and some of their signings did really well. Sterling featured, but I think Saliba was great. I think the pre-season, the games what we played is good. We looked very sharp in pre-season. It's sort of a new team-ish. Gabriel Jesus has come in. He started to hit the ground running. Can he do that tomorrow night against Crystal Palace? We'll wait and see. Zinchenko coming in, fantastic signing, can play in different positions. If Partey gets injured, Zinchenko can go there. If Xhaka gets injured or suspended, he fills in there. If he gets injured. I think, yes, it's good that we've signed players and we're playing together, but I still think we need another 3 more signings, a maximum 2 or 3 players, because I still think we're short. Because people got to remember, right? Yeah, we've got a good team, but it's about if we get someone like Thomas Partey injured, who have we got in the midfield? We've signed Fabio Vieira. The guy's not even kicked the ball yet. Will he make a lot of appearances this season? That's remains to be seen. We sign a player that hasn't hardly made any appearances, but if Gabriel Jesus gets injured, we've got Eddie Nketiah. Can you rely on Eddie Nketiah? I'm not Nketiah's biggest fan, but I am willing to give him a chance. Now he's at the football club. But thoughts on pre-season? I think it's looking very good, man. I think it's good, but we just got to see if we can do this tomorrow night against Palace. Because if we lose tomorrow night, pre-season doesn't mean anything. So
I agree.
100%.
Yeah, just to carry on what Luca was saying. I feel like this is the first time in quite a few years where Arsenal have actually felt optimistic about heading into a season. Like now, what you hear me say that, and you're like, "Oh, what are you talking about AFTV, all of this?" Like when we see pre-season, our pre-season last year was shocking. We were losing to like Hibernian and teams like that. But the fact that we've, in my
Bernie,
opinion,
that's the team.
I mean, compared to Arsenal though, when you think about it, it's shocking. But so in my opinion, I think we've had the best preseason out of all the Premier League teams. So I feel like that's important in terms of how we ended last season and the mentality. I feel that's the real problem within the squad is because last season we had such like raw talent. We had players that weren't really playing, and we had players that didn't have the mentality. They didn't know how to go into a top 4 race. And we even had Arteta, who this was his first time. He was really challenging for anything in his Arsenal career. So I feel like this preseason, the games like Palace, like under the lights, Friday night, 8 o'clock, all of this, everyone in the Premier League is going to be watching you. I feel like that's where we need to see whether or not Arsenal have really improved. So I'm happy about preseason, but it's all about tomorrow.
Okay, well, someone's just joined.
Late arrival.
Host of the channel himself. Arrest. What are you doing here?
Nah, man, I'm just.
All the way back in
I'm
Albania.
just gonna be a neutral fan. I'm hoping for Crystal Palace to, smoke these lot. But I'm gonna be neutral. But
Who's that neutral? I mean, I'll take it.
But big up the
I
panel.
could be neutral, but I hope Arsenal lose.
But big up the panel. Big up Luca. Big up Joe. Big up obviously Moss as well. Rich as always, and Waleed. Let me just go comments. Yeah, Mike Green says big up Luca. Big up.
But yeah, let's quickly move on. So I'm gonna go to Rich for this question. What do you think is the target mainly for Palace this season? Do you think you can build on from what happened last season, since Vieira obviously first season with the new
Palace
internal?
and
Yeah, I mean, had we not conceded late goals and took our chances, we would have finished in the top 10, which is crazy. Anything between 9 and 12, I personally be happy. I think we need to take our time with our expectations. This is only the second year of Vieira. I know it's easy to go, oh my gosh, look what he did last year. We need to build on that. When you look at our club and other clubs around us, they have got so much more finances and financial backing. I mean, West Ham's cleared. They've spent nearly 100+ mil. It's crazy, So we just need to take small steps. We've still got a very young squad. We've lost a lot more experience again. I'm expecting Benteke to go out the door, So, anything between 9 and 12, I'll be happy with this season.
Fair enough. I just want to quickly say my thoughts. I feel like Palace this season is going to be a big season in terms of how Vieira improves the squad because.
Oh, he's got muted.
Oh,
he's been muted. I don't know what's going on with Willie there.
I think it's because when you mentioned Vieira, you got a bit sad. So
yeah, he's gone to cry for a little bit. Yeah, I think he's going to say something about Vieira. Not sure what he was going to say about Vieira, but
you can even ask Rich. I want Palace to do well this season. I want them to do well. I like Palace. I've always said this to Rich. I like the squad. I don't like that Malcolm guy because he rejected us and went to Palace. But anyways, now on a serious note, I think Palace will do well this season.
Who's us? You said he rejected us. Who's us?
Man United. Man United.
Wow, forget them lot, man. Dead guys, man. Dead team, man.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
There's nothing to see, bro. You lot are finishing 6th.
Where are you finishing?
4th. So higher than you.
Okay.
3rd.
Okay. I'm sure some fans will disagree with that. Definitely like fans anyway. They think they're getting top 4. My United fans think they're getting top 4. Arrest. Where are United getting?
What? Where United?
I don't mean to change the topic, but where am I United finishing?
Can I tell you where Man United are going to finish this season?
They're going, Luca.
6th.
Yeah, that's right. They're getting 6th. Yeah.
Chelsea, Man U, Tottenham, they need to look out for the Hammers. They're
where I think we'll finish this season? 5th.
Yeah. To be fair, Luca's always 100% with Arsenal, so
I agree with Luca there. I agree with Luca.
How about real talk? Like, not to digress. Like, Man U fans are in for a big rude awakening, bro. Like, any of you guys with your expectations are top 4, you are delusional.
I've said on
Please
multiple channels.
rest yourself now, please. Before you
I've said
end up with disappointment in May. Don't do this to yourself.
In another year, yeah.
With the pre-season, I'm not getting carried away. I've said on multiple channels. I'm not getting carried away. But as I said, I think top 6 is achievable.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Eagle Daddy Knicks is the sock. Nah, there's no sock for me. Luca is an MP.
My local team, that is. Yes, Mike.
Yeah, that's his local team, man. If you guys haven't checked out Luca's channel, please subscribe to Luca AFC, man.
Yes.
Really look at your own club.
You got Luca.
What are you talking about, mate?
We'll lead you back now. Yeah, we'll lead you back.
My club's perfect.
All right, so I
That's
won't
it.
lie. You coming in here, I knew exactly what's going to happen. This is going to turn into an Arsenal Man United battle. Like,
No, man.
As he always
There's
says.
no battle. There's no battle.
Yeah, they're not our competition this season.
What do you
Next
think?
week,
Not worried.
again, innit?
What do you
No
think
worries.
about? What do you think about thoughts on the game tomorrow? Like Palace. Like, Rick, are you worried about? Yeah, you beat us 3-0 last season. Yes, you talked about that. You got players back who are fit, like Eze and all that, and looks very sharp. Edouard. Is there any fears that you're worried? Because we have to start Saliba tomorrow, because Saliba is we must start him. If we start Gabriel and Ben White, don't you feel like the confidence in defence? Like, why can't Arsenal just go with the same defence that played in pre-season? Are you worried about any of our players going into this game tomorrow?
obviously, Jesus would be the obvious one to watch out for. I felt like when you came to Selhurst Park last season, with having Lacazette up front, we could play a highlight and such. We can't take that risk against Jesus. That would be murder. You know, I felt like Mitchell did brilliantly against Saka, and Klein did a very good job against Martinelli. Not saying that's going to happen again tomorrow, but like, we just have to wait and see. So that's one aspect. And also what we think we did really well was we kept Odegaard quiet, because he keeps your attacks ticking. You know, so as long as we could do that, that gives us a chance. Now, personally, I would rather us play how we played against Man City. We just, if it means we just have our banks and we counter attack, I think that would benefit us. But it's difficult to play that way now that we're more of a passing and progressive side. So yeah, honestly, I'm a bit nervous about the game. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't. You know, we're definitely going to be the underdogs.
I hear a lot of Palace quite confident into the game.
No, but Luca,
the confidence comes through. I was just going to say, the confidence comes through the fact that we've changed our style of play. Under Roy Hodgson, we're looking at a 3-4-0. Do you understand? Nowadays, we're matching up with the big teams at home, especially. That's no guarantee that we're going to do like a madness tomorrow. Like I said, we have to wait and see. Confident, excited, but I am nervous as well, because we have to get something from tomorrow, because our running is horrible.
Would you take a draw? Would you take a 1 point?
Absolutely. Take a draw and run with it. We've got Liverpool away next. I'll take a draw 100%.
But you know what? Palace have every right to come into this tie with fuller chest and confidence. I'm not surprised the fans are hyping up, because look, ever since Wenger left, our record against Palace has been shocking. Like, look at the results. It's crazy. Draws, losses, being a couple goals up and then losing the game. Like, we've been doing all sorts of craziness. Zaha, for some reason, decided to turn up to every game against Arsenal. I know he's looking at that date in the calendar, like circling it. Oh yeah, man of the match today. Like, so there's every reason for them to be excited. But with that being said, if we're really serious and we've really made progress, we've got to be dismissing teams like Palace. Like, no disrespect to what Vieira's creating there. We need to come out there with confidence. So for me, we've got to win that game. Anything less than a win is nonsense.
We have
especially
to.
all this progress has
If
been
we
made.
lose
And
if we lose that first game of the season, it's going to be deja vu of last season.
even if we draw the game, it's a bad result for me, bro. We got to win
It
that.
is.
We got to
Yeah, I agree.
set a statement. And I don't think
Definitely.
we're going to lose the game, personally, but we can't.
Yeah, definitely. Because you can't talk about, oh, we're gonna get top 4, oh, we're gonna win the Europa League, but then we struggle against teams like Palace. Like, no disrespect, but we have different aspirations. We're trying to get into the Champions League. We've been trying to do it for years. So we can't still be the same team. Oh, Arsenal, this is our year. If we can't be putting away our bogey teams, like, that's not good enough. So that's why it's a big game for us.
It is a big game because people got to remember, right? Like, how can people look, I've said this amount of times on my channel, right? And if Arteta doesn't get top 4, he's got to go, in my opinion, because I don't know why people are so happy with this manager. Like, people saying that he's actually overachieved, right? Finishing 8th twice and won an FA Cup. Yeah, that's great. He's won a trophy, right? But finishing in 5th place and you bottle top 4 for the last few games, sorry, and then you give him a contract while doing before the season finishes.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
That's ridiculous, in my opinion.
Why do you think Arsenal fans have lowered the expectation now? Why do you guys think about that?
All right, I'm so glad you said that. Luke, can I take this one, please, Luke?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry. Respectfully, I'm so glad you brought up this lower the expectations thing. So look, I'm under the impression that I'm a football fan and I can support my football team however I want to, right? And everyone else has the right to do it however they want to. But what social media wants to force you to do is to have this standard of your club, and if they're not achieving it, you should be depressed. Look, for me, mental health is a serious thing. Football's not going to make me depressed, innit? So I've looked at Arsenal and what's going on. Look, the board picking Arteta has showed me the board are the ones that don't have ambition. Do you get me? Because if they had ambition, they would have gone for a more experienced coach at that point in time. So for them doing that, picking Arteta, that proves to me. Hold on. That proves to me that they're the ones that lack ambition. So I've got no issues with Arteta. Hold on, let me land. I've got no issues with Arteta. So for me, my issues with the board. So for Arteta, he's achieving what I expect of Arteta. He's been in the management for 3 years, and he's already got a trophy, and he's finishing 5th. So for Arteta, this is good. He's making the progress I expect for Arteta. If he was another coach, I'd have different expectations.
But if he doesn't get top 4 this season, I understand where you're going.
He's got to go for sure. 100%. This season, he's got no excuses. Like, this is the year he has to get top 4 and a trophy. Not even just top 4. Top 4 and a trophy. Or 5th and Europa League at the very least. Anything less than that, he's got to go.
Is he going to do that now? Are we actually going to get top 4? Are we actually going to get the signs what we need? Because we still need 2 central midfielders. We still need 2 midfielders. Because if Partey gets injured, who have we got? Vieira, this kid, right? Nobody's never seen him play. Is he even going to get a kick, right? And actually play, right? If Gabriel Jesus gets injured, I'm not a big fan of Eddie Nketiah because I'll tell you why. The reason why, if Jesus gets injured, I still think we need another centre forward. So,
look,
I still
think but we can't put him on that much money, give him the number 14 shirt and not make him at least a backup striker. That is just a disrespect. And it also goes back to what Tariq was saying about how the board it won't be showing any ambition at all. Like, we could have sold him to Palace last year for about 20 million because Palace were interested in him at the time.
But why did we not sell him? Why did we not sell him? We weren't ambitious.
Clearly Arteta likes him. So if Arteta likes him, and since
there's somebody out there,
Jonathan David, maybe. No,
quick question though. You said it'd be disrespectful to not have him as a backup striker. Ain't it even worse business to give him a new contract, the number 14 sweatshirt, and not start him?
It's business.
I mean, it is bad business because people say to me, look, people say to me, it doesn't matter about squad numbers. I think squad numbers in some circumstances do matter because think about the number 14 shirts we've had in the past. Thierry Henry.
We're 99. Who the hell cares?
Aubameyang and all that stuff. Like, I understand people saying that numbers don't mean anything, right? I could play for Sunday league. I could play for a Sunday league teams, and a coach tells me saying that that squad number doesn't matter, and I'm thinking, right, okay, my ex-player or my ex-friend might say to me, right, okay, this guy deserves a number. He's that good, and you're giving it to someone bang average.
That's 40 years ago, man.
I'm forgetting
number.
Look,
Yeah, and
number
look,
14 is a big number. Let's not sleep on that for sure. And I'll be honest with you, I was annoyed he got the number. But look, at the end of the day, it's still a number. But what that number means is goals, innit? Even if you look at Walcott, Aubameyang, they've all got goals in that number, regardless of whether they achieved the level we wanted them to. Everyone that wore that shirt has got goals, so it's now for him to get goals. And for me, as much as I was against the Nketiah signing when we did it, I tried to look at the positive, because what this means is this year Nketiah is playing with a kind of chip on his shoulder. The fans are like, should he have been given a contract? So for me, if he gets 10 Premier League goals, for me, that's a productive year for Eddie Nketiah. For me, 10 Premier League goals. He's going to get domestic cup goals because he loves the domestic competitions. But let's say 10 Premier League goals, for me, he's doing the business. And if he doesn't, we protected his contract. We can shot him for 15 million.
And the trouble is,
so rather than losing him on a free this year. But I get what you mean. Him signing means we couldn't sign another striker, which is what
I would have preferred to let him go on a free, because technically, like, he struggled to get into the lead side. Right, I would have actually preferred to let him go on a free, because it wouldn't have been a big deal if we let this guy go on a free, despite Palace and West Ham wanted £20 million last year. Hence why we weren't even ambitious to actually sell this guy, where someone actually wanted to come in and get him.
How stupid do we look when he scores 2-3 goals for Ghana and he's worth way more? We look stupid.
Is he going to do that, though? That's the thing. Right?
No, but look, Luca, you're saying it's
Rich. He's doing it, isn't
it? Doesn't lack ambition with the Nketiah thing. It's nothing to do with ambition. You got to look at it like this. Our coach is our coach at the end of the day. He believes in Nketiah and what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Whatever we think is whatever. It's now for him to prove that he made the right decision by Eddie shooting up the Premiership, giving us 10 goals this season.
He only signed the contract because he only look. Let's wait and see what happens. He's got to get me 15 goals this season. He's got to get me
Premier League goals or in all competitions.
In all competition.
Eddie will do that easy, bro. We'll get 9 in the Europa League alone, bro. What are you talking about? He loves
against small teams, like small teams. So
Azerbaijan, yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, let's move on. Let's move on now to the lineup predictions for the Palace game. So we'll let Rich go first, since he's the only Palace fan. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking that Palace, the lineup, should they play tomorrow? What do you think?
Sorry, I'm cracking up at Hannah. How's he changed his thing to Saha?
Oh, this is shocking. Hannah, what's going on?
Wait, Marnie, are you there, Marnie? Can you hear us? Marnie?
Nah.
What can I say?
Marnie, you're on mute.
Arsenal play Palace. I'm a Palace supporter, and so I hope he destroys the fullbacks on either side. Again,
Marnie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Let me start by saying I'm sorry I'm late. If you want the predictions, obviously Ramsdale in goal. And with regard,
wait. Let's get to Rich first. Because we got off Rich. Rich,
okay.
Is Milivojevic going to be in our starting 11, Rich?
We believe in the stadium. He starts, I believe in the stadium. It's likely going to be Gaiten goal. Right back. I'm hoping for Klein, but it could be Ward. Just to say that. I'm hoping it's Klein, though. Centre backs of Anderson and Gay, left back Mitchell. So kind of a back five that we're familiar with. Was that?
No Richards?
I reckon he'll get bedded in.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he plays out, I couldn't tell you, but like Vieira does like to
Hey, Rich, do you think with Richards you could go eventually 3 back?
Yeah, that's the thing. Patrick Vieira does want to try 3 at the back at some points, and if he does,
and Anderson,
I don't think. Man, that's a risk, man. I don't think you should risk that.
Yeah, Mitchell be better at wing back, man.
I think Mitchell's a quality player.
He'll have to learn the attacking side of it, but now either way, we've got options, which is good. Midfield 3 of Decore, Schlupp, and Eze. Front 3, Saha, Ayew. You know what? I said Edward yesterday. I said Edward yesterday, but because Saliba's playing, I think Mateta will be a bit more awkward for him.
You're
He's
right.
more
Because
physical as well.
Mateta,
More
he-
physical, yeah.
yeah, he's more physical. Eduard's more like cultured with the ball. Like he's just a bit more like clean, like close control and stuff like that. So he might be a bit easier to mark for Saliba. Mateta's he doesn't look comfortable on the ball, which causes defenders problems. I hope that makes sense. So I think
It's like, I get what you mean.
Yeah, like
it,
one.
it's-
hard to
it
mark
looks
like that.
it looks awkward. Right. So I think Mateta should start just to kind of give Saliba some problems.
Fair
You're
enough.
probably
Fair
right.
enough. How
Let's
about
get
we
to the
go
Arsenal
to
lineup.
Mane?
I want to hear what their centre-back partnership is going to be. So let's start with Luca. What's your plan?
Right, Ramsdale in goal. This will be me, not Arteta. Yeah, Ramsdale in goal. Right back. Unfortunately, we have to go Ben White. And for me, I know Ben White as a right back. Is he really the quickest? Probably not. But Ben White probably would have to be the better choice because Cedric is half decent, but you saw it last season.
He's
He's
shocking.
shocking. And Tommy Asu out for this game. So I'll go with Ben White at right back. Centre half, I like to see Saliba and Gabriel because it'll be interesting what Saliba does against Crystal Palace, and it is his first Premier League game proper. It'll be interesting what Saliba does against Palace's attack. Gabriel, left back, Zinchenko. In the midfield, I'll go with 3. I'll go with Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard, and then Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli. I think that'll be stick with the same team that beat Chelsea, that beat Seville in pre-season. And I think if you go with that team and if Arteta gets it right, I think we've got a good chance of winning this game. So
Interesting.
I don't think anyone has any debates of that lineup, to be honest, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That's our best lineup.
if Tommy,
picked
the
it
only
up
problem
lately,
I see
hasn't
is
it?
if Tomiyasu is fit. If Tomiyasu is fit, Tomiyasu starts for me, in my opinion.
Now, for me, unless Tommy is 100%, bro, I don't want him
Yeah.
inside. We saw what happened
If he's-
against Liverpool, bro. He has to be 100 or nothing.
If he's 100% fit, he starts. But does that mean White gets dropped over Saliba?
Yeah.
White has
For
to be
me.
dropped. Saliba's a better defender than Ben White.
Saliba is
Now,
one
look,
of the best.
Luca, wait, hold on. I can't say that with my chest yet. What I've seen of Saliba, I like, yes, but we've not seen it in the Prem. So I'm not going to say he's better than White yet. But I will say for him to sign his contract, he needs to feel like he's important to this Arsenal side before January, or he's not signing that contract. So
Let's wait and see.
Arteta's in a bit of a pickle with that.
But the thing
situation,
is, though,
innit?
like you can't. This is from an Arteta perspective. Yeah, you can't pay £50 million for a centre back for him not to play. That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of like the Maguire
which is why
situation as
he's
well.
forcing him on the right. Yeah, but
Young player
why
of the
he's
year.
forcing him to
He
go
got
right.
And what's the point giving Saliba a new contract? Like if Saliba doesn't play, he's come back to Arsenal. He wants to come back and be in the first team. And he's proved it in pre-season. Yeah, pre-season might not mean anything. But what I'm saying is, you've got to give this guy a chance because you never know this guy could be good. And people are going to look and think, oh my God, Arsenal.
Good. He's great.
No,
So
he
I
has to be
understand
given
where
a
you're
chance.
coming from. Ben White, 50 million. I understand, why would you drop 50 million? But I'm thinking, you've got to give Saliba a chance. Of course, Ben White played more games compared to Saliba.
No, but do you think Arteta cares about price tag, bro? He benched Pepe after having a man of the match
He
performance.
doesn't care. He buries talent. He buries
He got
talent.
rid of Aubameyang.
bro. He doesn't care about price tag.
He buries talent, and then that's it. So
Right, it's a good problem to have the Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel problem. It's a good problem for us to have him, and we've not had it for a while. So I'm all for it, man. Whatever happens, he's got a sign. He's got a sign.
Another question, just in case. If Smith Rowe is fit, does he play over Martinelli?
No.
Right now, no.
no.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I don't even like Smith Rowe as a left winger. I want him as an option through the middle. I don't like him on the left. That's why I think we need to sign a left winger better than Martinelli if we really want to push on. Before the end of this window, we need a winger that we sign that Martinelli and Saka are scared. If
Which
we don't
winger
sign
is it
that,
going to be, though? Which winger is it going to be? You know what I mean? It could be anyone.
I'm seeing Cody Gakpo links, but I don't know if it will
he's
come
not
up.
the guy. He's not the guy. I hope it's
Musa
not Gakpo.
Diaby. Musa Diaby.
Diaby will going to start though, innit?
No, but to be honest, he starts with me over Martinelli though. That's the point. I want someone to take Martinelli's place. As good as
You
he
not
is,
rate Martinelli or something.
no, I rate him, but as good as he is, he's not at the age where he should feel comfortable in his starting lineup. We made that mistake with Iwobi, with Coquelin, and look at their careers never got to that next level because we gave them too much confidence too early. So I believe Martinelli needs to feel that he still needs to challenge. Even Saka. That's why I was so happy when we're going in for a player like Rafinha, because both Saka and Martinelli are shook now. If we have 2 bad performances, we're on the bench. And we don't care. We might never see that starting lineup again. That's why we don't need a Gakpo, bro. Gakpo's another up and coming. If I'm Martinelli, I'm looking at see this small boy. I beg, sit down now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
6'2", dude.
Yeah, but football ability wise, he's a small boy, bro. Everediza or whatever he's coming from, bro.
Would you take Bowen from West Ham, or do you feel like no, he's too much money?
It's English tap. Forget about it.
For me, it's not the money. I just don't want him, bro. Personally, like because for me, he's better on the right than he is the left. But he's not better than Saka is on the right for us to push Saka to the left.
Who do you want as a winger, realistic? Who do you want?
Realistically, no one's like. There's 2 players.
We don't need anyone.
Realistically, we do, and I'm probably going to get cooked for the first one, but maybe get some props for the second one. I would take Trossard, bro. Brighton's Trossard. He can play on both wings. Proven big game player. Scored in against Man U, Arsenal, and Tottenham last season. Prem proven. And he's not going to cost more than 30 million, I don't think.
Nah. He's going to cost a lot of money, bro. It's Brighton we're talking about. They're selling Cucurella for 60 million. They gave us Ben White for 50.
Exactly.
Basuma, even though last year his contract still went for about 30.
The contract
and plus,
situation with
when you think
Trossard's
about
a
it,
bit different to Cucurella, though. But I hear you.
They're not going to want to sell him as well because they've already sold Cucurella.
They need him. They need him too badly.
Nah, but I reckon that's a transfer that I believe we can get over the line personally. The second one is this one. It might
but why buy high and then sell low? Cody Gakpo, you're buying lower, and he's gonna go like crazy after the World Cup.
But he still needs time to develop. That's my problem with Gakpo.
Look
at the last few. Look at the last
future striker, striker in the Premier League.
I don't want future. I want now. Forget future.
For now he's a winger.
Project Youth isn't a thing, right? What we need is, right, we need players that are going to come in now that are going to hit the ground running to improve the team. This is the problem.
You don't think Gakpo would? Of course he would.
He's got potential, but we need experience, and that's what cost us top 4 last season. Lack of experience.
He's more experienced than any one of our wingers.
Not in the Premier League, is it? Not in the Premier League, is it?
That Premier League proven, you guys are whack with that shit, man.
Bro, I can give you plenty of examples.
Premier League proven. It's a false number 9.
I want a proper winger that's going to be like an example Rafinha type, right? I want someone like that that's going to be.
No one's Premier League proven until they get there.
There's plenty of wingers.
I hear you. For me, it's not even just the Premier League proven price.
You guys want Elanga?
Developing, bro.
And what? I hate that comment.
Bro, please get that boy out of Elanga.
You can get Callum Hudson-Odoi.
We don't want him, bro. He's washed.
Another Ghanaian.
He's washed, man. I'll take Asensio, bro. I'll take Marco Asensio.
I think Asensio, bro.
You think Martinelli's better than Asensio? Is that what you're telling me?
No, but I think Asensio.
Yeah.
So Martinelli's rubbish, then, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, that would be.
Insensio, the thing with Insensio is he's injury prone. He's injury.
It would be after the signing.
He played 31 La Liga games last season, bro. He's not that injury prone. 31.
He just doesn't get a chance enough.
Would Sahar be a good gamble, or do you think it's far too late now?
To be honest, he scored more than any of our wingers last season, so I would take him, but I don't think
any players to look up. Look up tomorrow.
What?
You know what? I said this yesterday. I'm going to be consistent with it. 2 players to watch out for. Check the Corey. Oh, I'm going to say 3 actually. Eze. And you know what? Someone that I don't think people are going to keep an eye on. I genuinely think Jordan Ayew is going to be very important.
Especially the price Crystal Palace might ask for. Is there any players to look out for tomorrow, guys?
Yeah, I was just saying, I think Jordan Ayew will be important for us because we may not have much of the ball tomorrow. And yes, his output's terrible, but what he does do is that he buys fouls, his hold-up play is good, and that's the only way we're going to get up the field.
He likes a good counter-attack, doesn't he?
Yeah, in those areas, it's kind of like the unseen stuff, like, and the defensive work he does really well and such. So if we're going to get anything out of this game, he's going to be crucial. Saha's work rate's going to be crucial as well and stuff. So that's why I feel they're going to be important for us.
When you play for Ghana, you got to get used to counter-attacking.
You wait one World Cup and you're gassing up, Moss.
No, I like Ghana a lot.
You know what?
I mean,
For me, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, from an Arsenal perspective, I feel like it's a bit of a weird one, but I think Ben White at right back is someone to look out for because I feel like he's gonna get targeted a lot, in my opinion, especially a player like Zaha. He's had a very good preseason from what I've seen, so I feel like he's gonna be very pumped for this game, as he always is against Arsenal, because he didn't get his move when Emery wanted him, so now he's pissed off all the time. But yeah, I feel like White versus Zaha is going to be a very important battle to see how comfortable White is there, and if he does a good performance. Hopefully,
you know what? The difference between this battle now is because it's not Holding beside him; it's Saliba. So it's gonna be the battle's gonna.
Never want to see Rob Holding in an Arsenal shirt again, man. Rob Holding,
big up Bobby Holdinho, man. Give him some respect.
He's our club captain. He's our true club captain.
He's a utility squad player, man. He can come in for the Carabao Cup and all that stuff, and that's about it. But for me, I think
got the night there too.
Go on. What you saying, bro?
I think Arteta might play Xhaka at right back.
Xhaka?
Are you crazy?
Who at right back?
Xhaka. Why would you play Xhaka at right back?
That's insane.
I
wouldn't even play
Xhaka. We're gonna send in his P45 in the morning, bro. You can't be doing them things there. Xhaka right back. But for me, the game is gonna be won in the midfield. That's it.
Definitely.
He talked about it earlier. Like they didn't give Odegaard any space in that game at Selhurst Park. He was suffocated.
Saying that, when we lost 3-0, we were 2-0 down at the stage before they got the third. I think we should have had a penalty in that game.
No way.
No, but Luca, don't do that.
No, Saka just fell over.
The reality is that if they put pressure on Odegaard and he couldn't play his game, so Partey needs to give him space.
Vieira knows midfield. Vieira knows.
And what's his name, man? Because if Odegaard can get busy, the ball's through to Jesus. Boy, it's gonna be a cooking session. I see Jesus scoring 2 goals against Palace tomorrow. 2-0 for me, bro.
Because the thing is, what I want to see is that performance, what we did against Chelsea. I want to see that performance against Palace. You ain't going to get that away from home against Palace. Liverpool can do that because Liverpool have got quality players.
So we don't have quality players, Luca. Luca, what are you talking about, bro? Who do you support? Luca, who do you support? Tell me your MK Dons. MK Dons. That's your team.
That's my local team, man, and I support Arsenal as well.
Look, this is what I'm saying, and it's getting me mad. Like Arsenal fans are saying we should be shook of Palace. We should not be scared of Crystal Palace. No disrespect, no disrespect to them. We're Arsenal Football Club, for goodness' sake.
The rolling's getting ready, mate.
London derby and smoke them one time. Do you get me? I'm annoyed. Put them in a pack and smoke them one time, bro. That's what
Nate always says.
What was all this now? You guys don't get me mad, Luca, bro. Like, if we can't beat Palace, we're finished. We are finished.
We have come a long way if this is the discussion you lot are having. We've come a long way.
What?
Can I give my little 2 cents quickly, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Go on, bro. This is impossible, yeah? No matter what team I support. If you know me, yeah? But Man United, yeah, basically, we played them pre-season. They didn't have half of the team there, yeah? But they still look a bit decent and all that, fam. They didn't have Zaha, they didn't have this and that. And remember, they're not 100% fit. I believe if there was a 100% fit and had a full fit team, then it would have been a problem for us pre-season. But
And not just that, fam. Their manager's Vieira, fam. You're a legend. Remember, fam. He's not going to want to lose against you lot again, innit?
Fabio Vieira.
But I'm not gonna lie, in Arsenal, talking for Arsenal, I hate Arsenal, but you know what? You guys have been sourcing, fam. The way you guys are sourcing, bro, yeah? You should be sponsored by Heinz, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Them man there, fam, they're good football, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, fam. The football kits are matching the football, bro. Right now, for the first time, bro, yeah? I grew up, Man United. It was Man United. Listen, it was Man United and Arsenal, fam, when I grew up, bro, yeah? Wenger and fucking Fergie, fam. We need to take points off this fucking shitty and live a fucking fools, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? So when you lot are back, it's beneficial for everybody, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Real talk.
You're right.
Preach.
What's his name?
My name?
Yeah.
They call me Radiola, bro.
Radiola.
Love
that. Nah, he's right though, but like I hate all the chest that Liverpool fans have now. Like City fans, I don't mind because I don't know any personally in it, so I don't really care about what.
What are you saying with Darwin Noodles up front, bro? With Darwin Noodles up front, and then they got fucking what's my man's name from the Colombian Dan James, bro? Come on, bro.
Listen,
this guy here, fam. Yeah, they man on fraud. I'm on fraud. Listen, I'm on fraud watch, bro. Yeah, because there's no way this Luis Diaz guy's gonna fill up Mane's boots. Because Mane was being consistent every week. Yeah, that long ball from fucking what's it called, Van Dijk and that, fam. He will take it down, fam. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He will do something with it.
Well, Roger, wait till you see Bayern Munich. Wait till you see Bayern Munich. It's gonna be LA Lakers fast break.
You know what it is with Liverpool, yeah. If a team is sitting back against Liverpool, yeah, and Luis Diaz ain't got nowhere to run into, fam, yeah, he's gonna be exposed, bro. Because there's nowhere to run into, bro. Liverpool don't play counter-attacking football, bro. They win the ball high up the pitch. Where are you gonna run to, bro? There's nowhere to run.
Press.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You know what? Have to leave this Luis Diaz talk until tomorrow.
Their tactics, Liverpool's tactics is just cross and pray. Cross and pray. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? That's all it is, boss.
Nunez will score.
Yeah, of course. Lukaku scored for us as well. Doesn't make him. Lukaku used to score for us, boss. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But he's gonna be a pound line Lukaku. I'm telling you, fam. His football IQ with that physique, bro. Yeah, and you're playing like that.
He's Uruguayan. His football IQ is high. Trust me.
Yeah, but bro, I'm not pretty sure about that. But if you've seen his highlights and all that, fam, and
then you're trashing Luis Diaz. Did you not watch him? Come on, man. I
watch a lot of football, bro. I watch a lot of football, bro. I've been watching that. The only reason I'm onto him is because I'm a
South Americans, man.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, honestly, bro. Yeah, this guy is the only reason I'm onto him is like Man United was linked with him. Thank God we didn't sign this guy, bro. Because that would have been
got a steal on Luis Diaz. They never did too much.
Nunez is a baller, bro. Let's not do that, bro. He's a baller.
Bro, I'm not talking. Listen, we're not talking about his money out here, bro. We're talking about football, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't care if he's a baller and all them things there, fam. I'm talking about football, bro. What have you seen from him, bro?
They still have Jota.
Yeah, but Lukaku is the baller as well, bro. Yeah, he's got goal for us as well, bro.
That's what I'm saying, innit? Don't sleep on him, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Pre-season, I'm prepared to give him a fresh slate and all that. Every player's gonna get 10 games from me, but personally, bro. Yeah, to see how consistent you are. If you're good in 6 out of the fucking 10 games, then okay, fair enough, fam. But if it's just 1 or 2 games that you're good with, like Thomas Partey for Arsenal and stuff like that, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, fam, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy out here, fam.
What about Sancho? What's he saying?
Sancho, bro, the jury's that, bro. I'm a jury's that for all of my players, especially this fucking Ronaldo, fam. Yeah, this pussy needs the red light runny needs to kick out, bro. See this red light runny you, cuz. Yeah, I took my nephew to the preseason game. I'm done. Ronaldo, bro, I'm telling you, he needs to understand self-acceptance is very, very big in life, bro. He needs to understand he's a Europa League player, bro. No one wants him, bro. Nobody wants him, bro. Who was never off in the first place?
He's wanted out. 4th summer, he's wanted out United as well. 4th.
It don't matter, bro. We're not talking about history. If we're talking about history, we talk about fucking Luis Suarez and them man there, fam. You get me? This guy, Ronaldo, fam, yeah? The way, the energy, bro. Like, player power is the main thing in Man United, bro, yeah? Pogba's not here anymore. Lingard, all these fucking social media. All these guys that are left without Ronaldo are on stuff, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Ten Hag is showing authority, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? We're not going to do nothing this year. I'll be happy if we finish top 4 or win a trophy, bro, yeah? But I'm not hopeful with United. I'm more hopeful to see what we're doing with in terms of the way we're playing and stuff like that. And then, you know, getting on this, hopefully this Benjamin Sesko guy and stuff like that.
Ten Hag will sort it. It'll take.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, but not with Ronaldo, bro. We can't build a team around this guy, bro. Come on, bro. The guy's dead food, cuz. Run that back, cuz.
The problem is his wages are so high, no one wants him.
Nobody wants him, bro. He's been on the window like a red light district, fam. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? Nobody wants that. You know that one day that no one goes to looking fine on that, fam.
Red light district, you know.
Be in the MLS.
I'm a realist, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
What?
All right, just before we wrap up, we will talk about the score predictions. Arsenal
Go
Palace.
inside the house so your Wi-Fi works.
No, he's connected to McDonald's, bro. I can see my man, innit, fam?
Got the PlusNet Wi-Fi.
Paused.
Rich, we're gonna
Man's
start.
on minus net, fam. Get me?
What's your score prediction for tomorrow's game?
Realistically, 2-2.
2-2, high scoring game. Interesting.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we're winning 2-1, but I'll say 2-2.
Got no confidence, it's fine. Luca?
Safe.
1-1.
Don't be safe, big man.
1-1. Okay. Hannah, what are you saying? What's the score prediction tomorrow?
So Arsenal, they got Mr. Cole in up front. He's probably going to get put in Mark Guay's back pocket tomorrow. So
All right.
It's going to be tough. I respect Arsenal, but Palace, they should do it with men like Zaha, Chikedi Kore, and
Munzi, you joke, man. Never.
is
Alright.
up front. It's going to be easy. 1-0 easy. 20th minute goal, sit back. Arsenal sky the ball over the post. Everything. It's going to miss like 100 chances.
All right, Tariq, what are your thoughts? Score prediction tomorrow.
I would say it's going to be a scrappy encounter, but 2-0 to Arsenal. Jesus brace.
Jeez.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. All right, Moss, what are we saying tomorrow?
Great, cuz. Jeez, look at it.
Well, yeah, nobody asked my lineup, but yeah, it's the same as the other guys. But one touch, and Luca, you were right. But we're really, if I was at the Sevilla match, and if maybe you don't see it on TV, but Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, they're all interchanging.
Can you see Kieran Tierney starting ahead of Zinchenko at the moment?
What's that?
Kieran Tierney starting ahead of Zinchenko at the moment.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying is we're going to set up like a 4-3-3 like Liverpool, but we're really a 3-4-3 because Zinchenko's like a midfielder. And with Ben White starting, it's those three studs at the back. They can cover the whole pitch, man. And with Martinelli, he's the speed. He's the danger. He's going to rip Palace apart a bit. And Odegaard just pulling the strings. So it's really like a 3-4-3. And if anyone rewinded Chronicles of Gooder, Tariq Talks, any of them, a year ago I was saying this and everyone was laughing at me that Saliba is absolutely silky smooth. And
bro, you lot been mistreating Saliba, bro. Come on, bro. Look how you lot been treating him, bro.
How?
I've been putting him out alone
for
and all
a year, man. For a
that.
year,
I've been putting him alone, yeah. And you went and bought Rob Holding, bro.
He needed to play. He played.
Bro, you spent. Listen, you spent 50 million pounds. 50 million pounds, yeah. 50 million pounds on Ben Sharp, bro. Come on, bro.
And it's all come good, and we re-signed him.
We now have 3 quality centre backs. What are you talking about, man? You don't even have one.
No. Ben Sharp is not quality. No.
Come on, bro. Ben White, you know, fam. Do you remember what Rashford done before you signed him? Dropped him 3 times like a mixtape, fam. Dude, I agree with you, fam. I'm at no way bigging up none of my players, bro. Yeah, I'm not out here saying Man United is better this and that. We're talking about Arsenal.
Run any centre backs, bro. They can't run.
Listen, Man, you can't run full stop, bro.
With the 3-back system that Tariq won't admit, that Tariq talks as well. It really is like we have Takahiro. He's a center back too, and Tierney, Zinchenko can play left wing back. But when Zinchenko's in there, he's like a midfielder. You'll see tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna quickly give my score prediction.
But my score, everyone's saying 3-1 in the Arsenal community. I'm saying 2-1, Rich, for the Arsenal.
I feel like it's gonna be a bit tough for like Palace. We're gonna struggle to break them down in a way because I feel like we're gonna try and out defend them in a way because we're gonna make, as Moss was saying about how we're probably gonna set up in a 3-back. We're gonna have Zinchenko going a bit more forward. However, I feel like this is still the first game. I feel like we're gonna struggle a little bit. I feel like it's gonna be one of them kind of like smash and grab type of games. So I'm gonna say 1-0 to the Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus to get the first goal. So hopefully.
Yeah.
Nippon, what's your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
And
you obviously know, Richard, I'll be a Palace fan tomorrow.
Because we smashed Chelsea in Orlando.
I want you to win, but just you'll be like, oh God, I might need to wash my mouth out after saying this.
All the clubs know the fear has come back. The fear is back. I love it.
Oh God. Yeah, but Chelsea are back too, but we move.
Back where?
Wait, said my turn.
I'm going
yeah. Sorry,
Arsenal 4, Palace 2.
Wow. We
love it.
No.
From a Chelsea, Hanno.
I hope I'm wrong. Please. If there's a God out there, I hope I'm wrong.
So
Okay.
Nippon, is that a Jesus hat trick or what?
I think there will be a hat trick, but it won't be from Jesus.
Oh, interesting.
Martinelli.
The only hat trick you're going to see is the magician pulling a rabbit out of the hat outside the stadium.
All right, Rod, what's your score
prediction? That's called Odegaard.
So my score predictions, look, I'm going to base this on what I've seen from Arsenal, I hate Arsenal fans more than I hate Arsenal, bro. I'll be honest with you, Like you lot been sourcing more, and you're the preseason unbeat. What was it? What was your thing? Unbeaten
preseason. Unbeaten preseason.
Yeah, invincible.
Guys,
preseason invincible.
I got a hop. See you later.
No problem, brother.
All right. Thanks, Nippon.
Yeah. So basically, basing this on Arsenal.
Anyway, before I hop, I need to. And can I plug my socials before I hop?
Of course.
Yeah, you can just follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at Nippon with 4 I's and 3 U's. Twitter, the Nippon Sharma. Other Instagram, Nippon Reviews Cuisines. YouTube is NS Sports TV. Road to 1K's in full swing. And
put in the comments, innit?
Nippon, I got a mean tikka masala back.
I'm on my phone.
That's all right. I'll clip it. I'll clip it and send it out.
And the British Lifestyle Blogger is my other channel. And also 9 p.m. UK time, I will be on my channel doing the Everton preview. I'll be joined by an Everton fan. So everyone go like, share, subscribe. That live as well.
Make sure you catch me at 9. Big up, Nippon. Thank you for being on today. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Okay, so basically, I'm not going to get a say, am I? Anyone else?
If no one else, anyone else has anything
go on,
to
I'm going to
say?
start off by saying shout out to ASA Kits and all that, fam, for sponsoring this TV show and all that, fam. You lot need to give them a bit more respect and whatnot, yeah? But yeah, I've been basing this on how you lot been playing pre-season, man. You've got a few games, you've been playing saucy, good scorelines and stuff like that, good chemistry in the team, so I'm expecting you guys to win. But at the same time, I'm looking at Crystal Palace, and we've played a half-fight at Crystal Palace that wasn't fully fit. So a fully fit Crystal Palace team with a Lassie, you know what I'm trying to say, this Eze guy, there's 40 players there, bro. You know, you don't want to see that Benteke little celebration he does and all that, fam. You get me? You know what it is,
Arsenal aren't Man U, bro. Don't compare us to you.
No, man. You are European champions, bro. You are European champions out here, bro. Come on, bro. No,
Trust me, we won't get touched up by Palace the way you guys did a few years ago, don't worry.
No, what do you mean? Your last Premier League game, bro?
No, I'm talking about opening day. Remember?
Nah, bro, you're talking. If you're talking about European football, bro, do you remember who's your last person that scored your last goal for fucking in the Champions League game? It was Oliver Giroud, bro.
Let's not do this. We're talking about you and Arsenal right now. You don't want.
Bro, people are calling me out, bro. People are calling me out. I'm here,
This
bro.
is a YouTube channel, so please.
Alright, cool. My bad. I say probably 4-1 to Arsenal, bro.
4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1 to Arsenal. Jesus to get a brace, Saka to get a goal, and maybe who is that? The long ranger, fam? Xhaka, maybe something like that, fam. You get me?
Oh wow,
that'll be beautiful.
I'd love that.
But I don't think you get keep a clean sheet though, fam, because them man are gonna be on to you, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, Zaha might get one.
Vieira, oh come on.
Fabio
Vieira.
Hey, no, but that's the wrong Vieira you man saying, fam. Come on, bro. You man like going pan and then try to buy fucking. Oh.
I think we need to give him a different song. We can't give him the same tune, man. Sorry.
Fabio Conga. Oh.
What's the Gabriel Jesus song?
I don't even know. We even made one for a minute, to be honest.
It's Kumbaya, my lord.
Don't worry, we'll hear it tomorrow, Luca. We'll hear it
tomorrow. Hallelujah, Jesus.
He left because he
We'll lead.
something like that.
Yeah.
My
He
God,
left
well,
because he's shit.
I've
He
got to
left
shoot.
because
I've got to get myself
he's shit.
set for my
Hold on,
thing.
played over him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
left because he's
Big up, Rich.
shit.
You want to shout out your channel quickly?
Listen,
anyone
you
that
lot
doesn't
are
know?
hilarious, swear.
Hey, Rich,
I've
do you
enjoyed that. It's been entertaining. Yeah, big up
Rich,
Eagle Eye Football.
Rich,
We're live
do you
at
have-
I
do you
big
have
up you, man,
Palace-
though, fam.
Where do you have Palace finishing, Rich?
anything between 9th and 12th.
Yeah,
I'll be happy
me and
with-
Hannah
yeah.
both had 10th. Me and Hannah both had
10th, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, we're live at 6:30 for the Arsenal preview. We got Tariq and we got Cecil coming on from AFTV as well, so should be a good one.
We have
Alright,
Creambone
big up
and
Eagle
Moss
Eye Football.
in the house.
Hitting 1K as well. Come on.
Big up.
Man, like Seth L, you know, fam.
In a bit, take care.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it.
You Rich?
Yeah, I got a bounce as well, man. So big
Yeah,
up everyone on the
appreciate it.
panel.
Thanks, Tariq.
Check
Good
me
to
out.
see you, One Touch.
One Touch TV on YouTube, OneTouch_TV on Instagram, and also check me on Tunnel TV on YouTube as well tomorrow. Bless, man.
Appreciate
Take
it.
it easy,
Thank
guys.
you, Tariq.
Big up, everyone.
Big up,
Tariq,
Tariq.
my name is Niger Englishman. I'm not called Tariq. You've done that twice.
Yeah, there's
Alright,
only
big up
one
everyone,
Tariq.
bro.
There's only one. And with that, we'll end the stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's
Wait.
preview.
I got one last thing to say.
Okay. I know what you got to say before we wrap up.
Reportedly, Zinchenko, he cried when Russia attacked Ukraine, but he cried even more when he signed for Arsenal.
You'll be lucky to finish in the top six, don't worry.
He was a gooner in Kiev, my friend.
Anyways, as we guys know, this video is sponsored by ASA Kits. You can get 10% discount code with the code Oris Talks Football. No capital letters, no finger spaces, just Oris Talks Football at asakits.co.uk. You get all the new season's football shirts. Big up to ASA Kits for sponsoring the video. Luca and Mosh, you want to shout out your channels before we go?
Yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everybody in the comments as well. Do that if you can or not. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Luca AFC. We reached 2K a couple of weeks ago. And I want to say thank you very much. And people who have actually been in this stream today that have supported my channel throughout the 2 years. And it's 2 years today that I informed this YouTube channel. So therefore, big up to everyone. Subscribe to my channel, Luca AFC. Follow me on Twitter, Martinelli AFC, and Instagram as well. So thank you very much for having me on, and hope Arsenal get 3 points tomorrow.
Hopefully. Thank you very much, Luca. Moss, do you want to shout out your channel before we go?
I just put it in there. My Instagram, being in London from Canada, it's pretty cool to me. CK Moss 16 is it on Instagram? And yeah, my show, it's mostly back in Canada, but yeah, with being in Arsenal Discords and on shows and Tariq Talks and all those, my YouTube show is Foot Moss Sports Talk, just like in my name there. And, I do MLS, I do NFL, I do NBA, and, of course, NHL, being a Canadian, and, of course, Premier League and go on a lot of shows. And it's weird 7-8 hours difference, but that's what it is, being a big Premier League fan when you live in Canada. And it's kind of neat to be over here and be talking with a lot of you guys. And it's going to be a good match tomorrow. I'm pretty pumped to be going. I'm in Hospitality Palace. Treat me better than Rich, even.
Big up, Moss. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And
enjoy the season, guys.
Tomorrow.
Enjoy the season, yeah.
Hopefully we catch you guys tomorrow with the Man United versus Brighton preview. But thank you guys in a bit.